John was a pastor, the pastor of the Church of Ephesus for a while. And then John went and moved on, and then Timothy stepped right back in. So he was the guy.
First Timothy, don't let them, look down on you because you're young. This is now a couple of years later.
And he says, keep that fire ablaze. Do not be ashamed of the testimony, and hold to that sound pattern of
that, though. That's
razor sharp brain.
That
Razor sharp
intentionality.
brain. You have to be intentional with your brain. Stick to your teachings. In other words, I am telling you, as a pastor, Paul is telling Timothy, stay in the Word. The only way we can keep our internal fire ablaze with the Holy Spirit is to remain in the presence of the Holy Spirit. And to remain in the presence of the Holy Spirit means that we are being intentional with our thinking, in our reading, in our praying, and our actions before we even walk out the door.
I mean, how many people here have ever had to start a fire? Like, you go to a campground, and I'm not talking about turning on the range with the electric.
No, we're talking Castaway.
The pilot light already lit and stuff, or the propane fire pit.
Yeah, the propane fire pit.
We're talking like making fire. It's an effort.
We're talking Tom Hanks on the beach.
Well, even beyond that, this era, people had flint, and they were able to make fire a lot faster than Tom Hanks in Castaway.
That poor guy.
But realistically,
it's
this important concept of to start a fire takes effort, but then to keep the fire going takes effort.
Burning.
All right.
To keep a fire.
Hey, be my song. I missed the topic. What's the topic? We are absolutely talking about
Second Timothy chapter 1.
Yeah.
We're talking about the three important strategies that Paul has given Timothy to remain in continual communion with God and the gospel. And that is to keep that fire ablaze, which we were just talking about. And another thing about a campfire is once you get that fire going, I'm usually the guy that's in charge of the campfire when we go camping, right? You got to keep putting wood in the fire to keep the fire going.
This is the intentionality of it.
Exactly. The way you stay intentional in your faith is you're in your word, and you're this is a church without walls, right? So how can we minister to one another? Well, one, we got the chat.
Yeah.
Right? So if you guys are having issues, talk to us in the chat. Let us know what's going on. We could pray for you, right? On TikTok, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do lives. And we talk about a number of topics, but I always stop to listen to what people are talking about in the chat, because that's my job, because I want to listen to who's coming to hear the word. I want to hear their heart. I want to know where they're at. Second Timothy, this is some meat. You don't go tell a new convert or baby Christian, keep that fire ablaze.
Right.
You don't have to. You know why? They're already on fire.